Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, students. Today we will discuss an important topic of pathophysiology, that is management of diabetes mellitus. Students, management of diabetes mellitus first starts with diagnosis, lab diagnosis of diabetes mellitus. What laboratory tests are used for the diagnosis of diabetes mellitus? Number one, fasting blood glucose levels. It is typically called as FBS. Students, fasting blood sugar sample must be taken at least 8 hours after fasting. मरीज ने कम से कम 8 घंटे तक कुछ ना खाया हो, then it is true sample for fasting blood sugar level. Second, we have got random blood sugar level. Students, random blood sugar level is that level of blood sugar in which the sample is taken 1 hour after the intake of meal. 1 hour after the intake of meal, or we can also call it as 1 hour postprandial. 1 hour postprandial blood glucose level. Students, number third, capillary blood glucose monitoring. Students, capillary blood is usually taken when we are measuring blood glucose level through glucometers. Commercially available for domestic use, in these capillary blood is used for measuring of blood glucose levels. Students, there is another test which is called oral glucose tolerance test. I have discussed it in a separate video lecture, oral glucose tolerance test. Student, this test is used for the diagnosis of diabetes mellitus in which the screening is needed or the diagnosis is doubtful. Oral glucose tolerance test is usually used for the screening in gestational diabetes. In pregnant females, we use oral glucose tolerance test. Students, next we have got HbA1c test. HbA1c test. What is HbA1c? Keep one thing in mind, HbA1c test gives us a range of blood glucose levels in the last 3 months. HbA1c stands for glycosylated hemoglobin. What is HbA1c? HbA1c is actually glycosylated Hb. It is a form of hemoglobin. Why we call it glycosylated hemoglobin? Students, glycosylated hemoglobin is that type of hemoglobin in which glucose becomes attached. When there is increased level of blood glucose in our body, the glucose enters into the red blood cells, and this additional glucose becomes attached with hemoglobin. Usually, it never happens. Glucose is never attached with hemoglobin under normal conditions. When blood glucose level reaches a certain increased threshold, Glucose becomes attached with Hb and it is called as glycosylated Hb. After this, we have got urine glucose level. Students, this is usually done through dipstick techniques. Dipstick techniques. Now, this was very brief about lab diagnosis of diabetes mellitus. It is also a part of our management. Once we have properly diagnosed the diabetes mellitus, then we will continue the management of diabetes mellitus. Thank you, students.